Herstory In The Making by Young M.A. Young M.A came out the gate on fire. With her hit song Ooh and destroying freestyles, she was primed to leave an imprint. She's been pretty quiet for about a year before the announcement of the album came. Can Young M.A claim her spot she started carving out with her hit single? How do we feel about it? Here's an honest review of Herstory In The Making by Young M.A.
Young M.A.
Yeah.
I thought she was done.
Real?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know she was making music anymore. Like, she really, like...
I mean, we did her EP last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was late.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, so I knew she was probably going to do something.
Yeah. How you feel about this album artwork?
I think it's cool. I mean, at first I was just like, oh, damn, tattoos. But, other than that, I do like how it's like, got the red and the black. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just a pose. I don't really think it's too
She's
really
a blood,
dope.
too.
Okay.
I mean, that's why it's red.
Well, no, I said I like the red and how it, stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Other than that, I think the pose was, I don't know, it could have been something really else. I mean, if I'm seeing this like going down iTunes it's not really going to capture my attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to catch your attention. I do like you said, like the red, the fact that the red's glowing, you can see it glowing off of her chin and off the side of her neck.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Aside from that, I don't really feel like there's much here to talk about as far as the album artwork goes.
Yeah.
The flow of this project, man, the flow of this project is Young M.A, in my opinion, like misfiring. And when I say misfiring, I just mean like she's got some really good songs and then it's some songs that's formula, and I feel like those songs bring down the project.
My opinion, this album is a mixed bag because there's literally a lot of different things that should have been here and shouldn't have been here. So it's just a real mixed bag.
Highlights, man. I got quite a few highlights. So No Mercy, the intro came on, and I was highly impressed. I was just like, man, this is what we got to look for the project. I was like, man, I'm ready. I'm ready after that. And then after that, my next favorite song comes at number 8. So Stubborn Ass, I thought that was cool. RNID, I thought that was actually another one of those joints that's actually really dope. No Love is dope. Bipolar is dope. Bleed is dope. Like, she nailed those songs right there. My Hitter, I thought My Hitter was another song that was actually really dope. And I thought Sober Thoughts was also a really dope track.
Yeah, starting with no intro was the right way to start the album. I thought, it was a good attention getter, a good build up, especially since she's been going for so long. I bet you like real fans of hers was just like, okay, yeah, we about to get into it. But I'm with you. I didn't start feeling the album until track 6. And then
I forget about the Lifestyle. Lifestyle is one of my highlights too. That's fire.
So that was really dope. And then Smooth Criminal was okay, but then it came right back with Stubborn Ass, which I thought was dope. I feel like she may have just freestyled that because I felt like she was just going in. RNID was dope. She Like I'm Like was dope. Numb was dope. Bipolar was dope. Bleed, No Love. All right there was like that midsection of the album was dope. Even Car Confessions was really, really dope. And it's funny because I'm a fan of that sample that's used because there's this artist, this producer on Instagram that just went viral with that same sample last year. So that beat is really, really hard. But then I think the only one I liked after that one was Sober Thoughts. So it was just really basically that midsection and then Sober Thoughts.
I just want to throw in the fact that the reason why I feel like the songs I mentioned were dope, you can hear a different type of integrity and passion in Young M.A's voice when she's rapping those songs. Yeah. I felt like she really wanted to do those songs. She had a lot of stuff on her chest and she got it out, and then there's bars throughout those projects and it just feels honest and real. Yeah. And that's why all those songs I mentioned connected with me. On the lowlights, I thought everything that I didn't mention was just filler. Like, it was songs just to be here. Like The Come Up, Big, Petty Wop, Smooth Criminal to some degree. Like there's a lot of songs up here. I don't know how you say that. Numbed, Petty Wop 2. Like there's some songs up here that didn't need to be on this album. I felt like they really put the album down because you got to think, like, when you're going from number 1 and it's fire, and then the next couple songs is putting you to sleep, and then number 6 come on, you're like, oh, okay, we back, and then it's back to like, oh man, like it felt like the Ooh formula trying to
It's like a roller
replicate
coaster.
itself, and I really think she could have did herself a service if she would have kept this joint 10 to 12 songs.
Yes.
And just put it out like that. I'd be sitting here telling you that she's possibly like one of the contenders for album of the year if she would have just went with like a 10 track, 11 track, 12 track album as opposed to 21.
That's exactly how I feel. I really feel like this album was oversaturated, and it just really got me out of the mood when I had the first listen, because those next 5 tracks after the intro, I was just like, come on. Like the cadence she was using, the flow, it didn't really sound like she was invested in the track. Like she had bars here and there, but it really didn't sound like her all was into it. Now, granted, that might be her style of flow, but I still feel like on the songs where she sounds like, her signature style, where it's kind of like that low cadence with the hard hitting dope punchlines and everything like that, it just came off as uninteresting. So, but by the time it got to Lifestyle, it picked back up, and then when it got to Smooth Criminal, it was just some things about the song that just wasn't really entertaining, I guess you could say. And then when it got down back to track 17 and 16, Foreign and the Nan, like I felt like it went back down. Especially when it got to Crime Poetry and then Petty Wap 2, which is the bonus track or whatever. It just all felt like these tracks didn't need to be in there. I get it. You were going for a long time and you probably wanted to give your fans all the music that they can get. But like you said, probably like a 10-track album, or you could have threw out those other tracks in a mixtape or something like that to get that to the fans. But that's just my opinion.
Final thoughts, man. Look, I'm glad I was wrong. I said Young M.A is done. I'm wrong. I was wrong. She's here. Some of these songs on here is fire. She actually can rap. She got something to talk about. She actually got topics. Like there's a lot of different topics that she's talking about where you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like even you could just relate to the tracks. Just listen to the tracks. I'm glad I was wrong that she's done, but she did misfire by putting 21 songs on this project. There's definitely 10 songs that could be removed from here. That after that, I feel like a lot of people will be like, damn, this undeniable. It's cool that she went without some guest appearances, but there were a couple songs on here where I was like, man, me could have did that song and like gave it like another vibe to it. Or Tiger, my man Tiger could have did this song. Like, so there was a couple instances where I felt like a guest appearance could have put the song a little bit over, but it's cool that she did it the way she did it at the same time. Just would have been better with less songs.
Yeah, I feel like, Young M.A really has a place. I feel that it's just, I think it's just her swagger and the cadence that really gets me, because it's just like, she really don't give a fuck, But when it comes to like the songs like Bipolar, No Love, Car Confessions, like I feel like she can get in that pocket to where she really speaking, like for real. And, I think that's a strong point about her. And I really think it caters to her artistry a lot, because, it just goes with that feel. I don't think nobody can emulate her style or anything like that. But for this project, I know it was her story and everything like that. Maybe it could have used a couple guest features, but my big thing was just to tone it down. It clocked in like, an hour and 8 minutes. So, it was just a little bit too meaty for me.
Final grade. We don't need that much filler. So just remove the filler, repackage the album, put it out with 15 songs, 11 of the best songs, 4 bonus tracks that's straight fire. That would be greatly appreciated. This album is cool. I'm going to give it a dash, which is an upgrade from all the other grades I've given Young M.A's projects, because I haven't liked any of her other projects in totality, but I've loved the freestyles. I've loved everything she's done where she's releasing the joints where she's rapped over other people's beats, slightly upgraded. So I was always shocked that I wasn't feeling the level that her projects were at. I feel like she somewhat proved me wrong with this project. Like I said, she's definitely not done, but you just got to figure out what songs work for this project and which songs don't. And the songs where you don't sound passionate, in my opinion, don't have a place on this project, because maybe 1 or 2, but the rest of the album sounds really passionate, and I felt like that could have went a longer way for you as a hip-hop artist, your mystique and your legend overall, and also your pockets, because like she would have been looking along like the lines of like a J. Cole in a sense, like how fans would view her, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a dash as well. I feel like it's just a lot of filler here, man. It's just oversaturated sound, and while there were plenty of highlights that I had, it's just the fact that it wasn't consistent with the flow of the album and everything. And I felt like her story could have been much more impactful if it was more concise and compact.